Do you think you truly understand the allure and the jaw-dropping scandals of Hollywood's golden age? Get ready, because the truths you're about to uncover will leave you stunned. Behind the dazzling stage lights and glamorous gowns were stars who spent their entire lives hiding their true identities. These artists didn't just act on screen, they performed every single day in real life. Born as men, yet celebrated across America as some of the most iconic leading ladies, these stars captivated the public while keeping a life-altering secret hidden from the world. Among them, 4 names managed to fool Hollywood's elite for decades. With flawless wigs, impeccable makeup, and extraordinary composure, they shattered every rule and shook the tight grip of the major studios to their core. You were probably shocked to learn that some of Hollywood's golden age stars were actually born male. Right? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you have any friends who are part of the LGBT community? If yes, drop a 1, if not, comment 0. Don't forget to enjoy the video and hit that subscribe button to support our channel. It's time to uncover a secret never before revealed in Hollywood history. Alla Nazimova, a pioneering silent film star and renowned Broadway actress, was famous for her bold style and for challenging traditional gender norms. Born in Russia, she quickly became a prominent icon in America, playing a crucial role in the early days of Hollywood cinema and Broadway theater. Beyond the screen, Nazimova was part of a secret queer network within the entertainment industry and is believed to have coined the term skiing circle to describe a famous group of lesbian and bisexual women in Hollywood, including herself. Although not defined as transgender by today's standards, Nazimova made history by breaking traditional gender roles through her masculine-style, boundary-pushing performances and same-sex relationships. She was determined to reject societal conventions for women choosing a lifestyle that was completely different from the traditional female image of her time. Her home. The Garden of Allah became a sacred gathering place for queer artists and thinkers at a time when being openly out could destroy careers. Nazimova skillfully navigated coded language and careful alliances to survive. Although she passed away in relative obscurity in 1945, she is remembered as an icon of the LGBT community, someone who quietly challenged Hollywood's rigid gender norms in its early days. Her legacy continues to inspire those who long to live authentically. April Ashley's life marked a major turning point in gender awareness, not only in the UK but around the world. Born in 1935 in Liverpool, she served in the Merchant Navy before becoming one of the first transgender women in Britain to undergo gender confirmation surgery, which she had in Casablanca in 1960. After returning to London, she quickly made her mark as a model and actress, gracing the cover of Vogue and mingling with the bohemian elite. However, in 1961, a tabloid unexpectedly exposed her transgender identity, abruptly ending her flourishing career and thrusting her into the spotlight for reasons beyond her control. This event led to a high court case over April Ashley's annulled marriage, setting a strict legal precedent in how British law treated transgender people for many years afterward. Despite facing intense scrutiny and harsh discrimination, Ashley bravely came out publicly, becoming a powerful advocate for LGBTQ rights. Her efforts and perseverance were eventually honored, recognizing her as an iconic figure in the fight for equality and the right to self-expression. Although she rose to fame after Hollywood's golden era, April Ashley's journey reflects the lesser-known stories of gender non-conforming individuals who were forced to live in the shadows or erased from mainstream history. She stood at the crossroads between silence and activism, paving the way for a future that is more open, inclusive, and accepting of gender diversity. Barbara Stanwyck has always been one of Hollywood's most unforgettable classic icons, known for portraying strong, independent, and resilient women on screen. However, in real life, she maintained absolute privacy. Throughout her career, rumors swirled around her sexual orientation, masculine style, and private personal life. While there is no concrete evidence that she identified as transgender or non-binary, many modern researchers now examine her life and career through a new lens, one that considers queer and gender-diverse perspectives. Stanwyck often took on roles portraying women who rejected traditional stereotypes of femininity and domesticity. Unlike many of her contemporaries, she steered clear of stories centered on marriage and motherhood, both on screen and in real life. Most of her closest intimate relationships were with women, and some biographers believe she carefully concealed these deeper aspects of herself from the public eye. She never addressed the rumors, and film studios played a key role in tightly managing her public image. In today's context, Barbara Stanwyck is seen as a symbol of the complex pressures faced by gender non-conforming individuals within a harsh industry. Whether or not she fits modern definitions of gender diversity, her legacy remains a testament to the quiet strength and resilience required to survive amid Hollywood's rigid expectations. Barbett, born in 1899 in Vanderclyde, Broadway, Texas, was a gender non-conforming performer long before the term drag became popular. Beginning his career as a wire act performer, he quickly gained acclaim in Parisian cabarets with elegant gender-bending magic shows. Performing in a fully feminine appearance, he would end each act by revealing that he was male, stunning audiences. What set Barbett apart was not just the element of surprise, but also the grace, artistry, and sportsmanship he brought to every performance. Poet Jean Cocteau once described him as an angel, a flower, or a little bird. Throughout his life, Barbett lived in gender ambiguity, diligently practicing to balance and express both masculine and feminine energies with subtlety. Although he never officially identified as transgender by today's standards, he is recognized as a brave pioneer in the journey of breaking gender boundaries. After a serious injury forced Barbett to end his stage career, he transitioned to working in Hollywood as a consultant, helping stars like Gene Tierney perfect the subtlety of feminine movements. His private life remains largely a mystery, reflecting an era when expressing gender diversity was barely tolerated in public. However, Barbett was more than just a drag performer. He was a visionary who used gender as a living form of art, challenging early 20th century norms in a way that his influence still resonates today. Thank you for watching the story of Barbett, a powerful and brave LGBT icon. Are you impressed by his journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any exciting videos. Billy Tipton was a talented jazz musician who lived and performed as a man for many decades, with his transgender identity only revealed after his death in 1989. Born Dorothy Lucille Tipton in 1914, Billy began pursuing a music career, presenting as a man in the 1930s during an era when the jazz world was dominated by men. He toured extensively across the American West, recorded numerous albums, and led successful bands. Billy Tipton didn't see his identity as a stage act, but as his real life. He maintained long-term relationships with women and raised adopted children who only knew him as their father. He kept his medical history closely guarded to the point that even his partners believed his physical differences were the result of past injuries. When he passed away from an untreated ulcer, the discovery of his true gender shocked his family and sparked sensational media coverage that framed his life as a deception. Today, Tipton is honored as an icon in transgender history, a testament to the courage of living authentically in a world not yet ready to understand or accept. Christine Jorgenson became a national figure in the 1950s not through film or stage, but as one of the first Americans to openly undergo gender confirmation surgery. Born George Jorgenson Jr. in the Bronx in 1926, she traveled to Denmark in 1951 to begin her medical transition. When her story hit the headlines, it sparked a lively nationwide debate across America. Rather than retreating from the spotlight, Christine used her fame to educate the public. She toured as a nightclub performer and took part in numerous interviews, helping to shift the conversation around gender identity, a topic largely unfamiliar to society at the time. With grace and confidence, Christine challenged misconceptions and refused to be cast as a victim. Despite facing invasive questions and intense media scrutiny, she never showed shame about her journey. Although her dream of becoming a Hollywood star never fully materialized, Christine Jorgenson's legacy extends far beyond the stage, becoming a symbol of strength and visibility for future generations of transgender people. At a time when few dared to speak out, Christine Jorgenson boldly stepped into the spotlight, becoming one of the most pioneering and influential figures in raising transgender awareness in the United States. Her story was not just a personal journey, but also a trailblazing path for many others, sparking significant social change. Danny Laroo was a talented entertainer who rose to fame in post-World War II Britain, deeply influenced by the traditions of the golden era of performance. Born in Ireland and raised in London, he served in the Royal Navy before discovering his true calling on the stage. In the 1960s and 1970s, Danny became a familiar name in the drag entertainment scene, known for his glamorous gowns, powerful singing voice, and sharp wit that captivated audiences. Although he identified as a gay man rather than transgender, his performances challenged gender norms at a time when cross-dressing was still criminalized. He owned his own nightclub, starred in successful West End shows, and became a leading host in Las Vegas, a rare achievement for a British performer, especially a drag artist. Danny's style was elegant and theatrical, evoking the glamour of Hollywood stars rather than mere parody. Though he never publicly identified as transgender, his work played a significant role in bringing the concept of gender as performance to a broad audience. Danny Laroo's legacy is an integral part of queer cultural history, demonstrating the power of theatrical art and visibility in shifting social perceptions long before conversations about gender fluidity became widespread. Elvira de Hidalgo is best known as the vocal coach of opera legend Maria Callas, but her remarkable life deserves much greater recognition. Born in Spain in 1891, Hidalgo was a renowned coloratura soprano of the early 20th century, celebrated worldwide for her stunning voice and exceptional performance skills. While there is no clear evidence that she identified as transgender or gender nonconforming, many scholars and opera historians speculate about her masculine traits, strong presence, and rebellious spirit against traditional female roles of her time. In the male-dominated world of opera, Hidalgo held a position of near-androgynous respect. She not only taught vocal technique but also inspired strength, presence, and confidence. Her influence on Maria Callas was both psychological and musical, with many believing she helped shape Callas's commanding stage persona, a direct challenge to the gender expectations placed on female performers. Whether it was her personal identity or teaching style, Elvira's legacy extends far beyond the opera world. She stands as a bold symbol of elegance and strength, quietly breaking feminine boundaries in her era. In doing so, she holds an important place in discussions about early pioneers who challenged gender norms through their art and presence. Frances Farmer was one of the most complex and deeply misunderstood actresses of the 1930s and 1940s, serving as a symbol of how Hollywood punished those who refused to conform to social norms. Known for her rebellious spirit and defiance of authority at every turn, Farmer was determined not to follow the rigid rules of the entertainment industry. She frequently rejected traditional notions of femininity, wearing pants a taboo at the time, avoiding makeup, and mocking Hollywood's attempts to mold her into a glamorous, compliant star. This rebelliousness and nonconformity led to a series of hospitalizations in mental institutions where she underwent electroshock therapy and was even rumored to have had a controversial lobotomy. Although Farmer never publicly identified as transgender, her life story clearly reflects how gender non-conforming women were harshly criticized and punished. Her refusal to fit into the passive, flawless mold made her a threat to the oppressive system. Today, many view her as a tragic icon, someone who sacrificed much in resisting gender constraints and endured severe consequences for her rebellion. Frances Farmer's legacy is a painful yet powerful story of strength and resilience. Glattis Bentley was a blues singer-pianist and electrifying performer who lit up Harlem's nightlife during the Harlem Renaissance. Born in 1907 in Philadelphia, she boldly rejected the traditional roles expected of black women in early 20th century America, openly expressing herself with a flamboyant persona and distinctive masculine style. Dressed in tuxedos and top hats, Bentley captivated audiences with her captivating improvisational singing, masterful piano skills, and bold flirtations aimed at women. She performed at legendary venues like the Clam House and Ubangi Club, becoming a shining star of the 1920s and 1930s. However, as society shifted toward more conservative values in the post-World War II era, Bentley's defiant gender expression faced increased scrutiny and criticism. In a 1952 Ebony magazine article, she admitted to having undergone hormone therapy and revealed that she had once married a man, an action believed to be driven by social pressure. Although she did not identify as transgender by today's standards, her strong masculine expression and rejection of gender norms made Bentley a powerful figure in the history of gender diversity activism. Glattis Bentley's legacy stands as a testament to an era when gender nonconformity and fluidity were boldly expressed on stage before being pushed into the shadows by a less accepting society. Thank you for watching. Were you surprised to learn the secrets about Hollywood's golden age stars? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the latest updates. See you in the next video.